Hey ladies, it's Tristan the Sun. I think I've done like 3 videos today, so you might have to take this one in a little later because this is going to be a really long video. Basically I just wanted to come to you guys and talk to everybody about not being employed at the age of 20, 21. You're not going to college, you're living at your parents' house, sitting there playing Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, taking up your parents' electricity all the time. And I just wanted to come to you guys and let you know that it's time to get out of the nest. If you are at home and you are not helping your parents. I personally believe if you're at the age of 20 to 25 and you have not gotten out of your parents' house yet, you need to go. It is time to go. If you're in college, or if you're working and you don't want to pay rent and your parents say, hey, you can pay a percentage of our mortgage, $200 a month, or you can pay the electricity bill 1 month, then that's fine. I am just tired of hearing people say that they don't have the money, or we've been looking for jobs, but I just haven't found a job yet. There are plenty of places that would gladly take people with a criminal history, criminal background, a felon, if I may say so. And I'm tired of hearing about people complain about how hard it is to find a job, or a job that they prefer to have. For those of you who have a criminal history and you're just starting out, like I am, I guess, whatever. I don't have a criminal background, but a lot of my friends do. You can go to places and they will hire you. The whole point is just be honest with the employer. Just be honest. There is no reason for you to lie. The worst thing they can tell you is no. And if they tell you no, get back up and keep looking. Make sure that you can take care of yourself without any of your parents' income. That's all I'm saying. Or anybody else's income. Your boyfriend's income, your girlfriend's income, your friend's income, whatever it is. There are plenty of places, like I was saying, there's plenty of places that hire felons. Mainly the biggest one that does hire, and there are agencies that hire convicted felons and people with bad criminal histories, is a restaurant. You can go to a sit-down restaurant, any sit-down restaurant, and I guarantee you they'll put it on there, have you been convicted of blah blah blah. Either you can leave it blank, be honest and check, yes, I've been convicted, or you can write, will explain in interview. That's all you have to say. Half the time they don't even look at that part. They're looking at you as a person, how you did on your interview, what you as a person how the restaurant can benefit from you. And normally, if you want to be a server, cook, a chef, a hostess, they will hire you like that, especially in the summertime and in the wintertime, because that's when people start quitting. You're not going to get any paid time off. You do get paid time off, excuse me, but certain holidays you will have to work. That's just what happens. You made a mistake in your life. Once you get up into a normal time, or after 7 years, whenever your stuff gets wiped off your record, you can carry on and go somewhere else. And the other thing is if you don't want to work in a restaurant, or you're tired of working in a restaurant, or you've been trying and you're not getting any bites back, no one's calling you back, or you haven't called, that's the other thing. If you fill out a job application, don't expect the employer to call you. You need to call them. You don't call them, how are they supposed to know that you're truly interested in the position if you don't call and check on the status of your application? It's not that hard. All you gotta do is pick up the phone, dial the number, tell them who you are. I'd like to check on the status of my application. That's it. And then if the person on the phone is rude, just say, okay, well, I'll call back when the manager is available. Not that hard. Not that hard. If the positions get filled, just get back up, carry on, and keep moving. For people who want to get into the office or business world and you don't have a college degree and you're not in college, there are ways to get into an office without having a college degree. I did it. considering that no one in my office has a college degree. Well, I think one, but whatever. It wasn't for what we're in now. I went through a temp agency. That's one thing that anyone who wants to work in an office, or you're into architecture, you're into art, anything that pops up in your mind, they will find you a job within that field without a college degree. But you do have to have some type of experience in it. It could be like a day working, you want to be a construction worker. I was out with my dad and I built a fence by hand and didn't have any paid construction workers there. That is what you need to mention at a temp agency. Now, temp agencies work, this is how temp agencies work. What happens is you come in a day before, it takes 5 hours, and within those 5 hours you get drug tested. You get tested in mathematics, reading, spreadsheets, and your speed in typing. And it's not that hard. It didn't take me 5 hours to do, but they give you an allotted set time. So if it does take you 5 hours, you can actually take your time on the test, so you get a good score. Now, a lot of you people are probably worried about the drug test. Whatever your plan is, or whatever drug you do, they will drug test you that day, and before you even walk out into the street, they will know whether or not you're on drugs. If it is not a serious drug, if it is marijuana, they will wait for you to clear up, and you just come back in and you take the drug test again, and again, and again. And once that clears, they will sign you up for the next available job. I guarantee you spend that 5 hours doing that, and you do your orientation with them, which is like a 15-minute orientation explaining what the temp agency does and explains everything to you. I guarantee you will have a job within that week. Guarantee you. And that's no. And if they don't have a job for you, call. It's not that hard to pick up the phone. You're already at home, so just pick up the phone and say, "Hey, are there any positions open for me to work today? I can work today." Blah blah blah. Good stuff. It's really annoying when I hear that people don't have jobs and they have all these tools. They have college. If you don't have money for college, you can get a scholarship. You can, they have writing scholarships. You can do a scholarship online, write a one-page essay, and get $5,000 for a one-page essay. If it works, if they like it, So it's not that hard. I feel like people are just lazy and they're sucking off their parents. Leave when you turn 18. If you're not in college and you're not employed, you need to really reevaluate your whole situation. I understand if you have kids, and your parents are the only people that you trust to watch your kids, but when your parents are out or watching your children, you need to be at school, or you need to be getting money. Period. Legally, not illegally. Legally. I don't know what else to tell you guys, so I'll put the link down below. And half the time, if you are not in college, they have temp agencies within big companies. So if you have a Geico, Bass Pro, Tracker Boat office, within that company, they have temp agencies. When I worked over at MSU, and I had no idea that the university had a temp agency within their college, but they chose to hire me in. They started their temps out at $11 an hour. I got started out at $9.50 because I was going to a temp agency, and the temp agency takes a percentage off of your paycheck to pay for your contract. Now, let's say an employer wants to keep you on. What they'll do is the employer can either break the contract, which half the time the employer does not do because that is expensive, or two, you work, I'm pretty sure it's 150 hours, and you need to keep count of your hours, because if you do not keep count of your hours and your employer is saying, "Hey, look, we want to hire you, when does your contract date end?" you need to be on top of it. Well, I only have 50 more hours to go, so that's like what, a week and a half. After a week and a half, you can break the contract with no fees. Period. It's not that hard. It's very simple. You don't want to work, go to college. you are in college but you don't want to work in a restaurant or something, you can do a temp agency within your college, not an internship. The temp position will pay you, and they will understand if, hey, you have to leave, you have an exam at 3 o'clock. No one's going to get written up. Restaurants for people who have a bad criminal history, they also have temp agencies for that. If you tell the temp agency, hey, look, I got a bad criminal background, what jobs am I able to fill? And they'll ask you, well, how much do you want to get paid? You want to get paid $14 an hour? You know, give us an estimate of how much you want to get paid. And they'll go out and look for these jobs for you and get you in. You have all the tools you need. All you need to do is use them. That's it. It's not hard. It is not hard. I don't know how many times I've heard people say that they don't have a job but they're living at their parents' house. And I'm saying older than, like, I'm assuming, I guess 20 years old isn't that bad to stay at home with your parents. Maybe you're trying to figure out what you're trying to do. But at like 25, come on, you guys. You're 25 years old. You're not a fresh adult anymore. You're 25. You're out at clubs. You're out drinking. And you're not paying for it. Your parents are giving you money to pay for your car, to provide a roof over your head. They are paying extra money because you are consuming all of their stuff and not contributing. So all I'm saying is just give it a try, you know. Try to be as successful as you can, and if you don't want to go to college, do the temp agency. You need to be out there every day, hitting the pavement, grinding, trying to get a job. You know, I know times are hard, but a temp agency will definitely give you the tools you need. Once you get into a position as a temporary assistant or whatever that you want to do, get your foot in the doorway and say, hey, look, my name is such and such. I am good at blah, blah, blah. Can you help me out? Or if there's a position that opens up and I no longer work here, please feel free to give me a call. I'll leave a copy of my resume and check back in. You can check back in after 8 months not being there, and you never know. They might have a position and they lost your resume, couldn't call you, and you're on the phone and they're like, yeah, come on in, you start Monday with a pay raise. Easy as that. Motivation is key. You know, tired of living at your mom and dad's house. You know, spread your wings a little bit. Get a job. You can start out at a little job. It doesn't need to be something big, but something that can pay for your needs. Something that gives you money on the weekends. Or if you don't want to work weekends, find a job that is not open on the weekends. That's easy. That's simple enough. There are so many. I don't understand how there are so many. I don't want to say kids because I'm a kid. People that are unemployed, underemployed, don't like their jobs. You know, they complain a lot, but they never do anything about it. That is your life. Don't complain about something unless you plan on changing what you want to do. It's as simple as that. So, hopefully this helped you. I'll put links to all the temp agencies, and these temp agencies are nationwide people. So don't say, oh, well, they don't have one in my area. Nope, they probably have it's under a different name. Hell, Labor Ready. You can go to Labor Ready. Labor Ready is not just for manual laborers. They have great office jobs there, you know, and some temp agencies also provide you with an insurance. It's easy. Do it. Do it already. You guys have a good night. Thanks. Bye.